Hi everyone, it's Robin with ROGTK. Today I want to go over how to create a Facebook business page. So one of our new brokers, TJ, has been having issues getting access to his Facebook, so I'm going to just create a page on his account right now. So sign in to facebook.com, and then up here you can search for pages, but what I usually do rather than hitting anything over here is just go over here to explore. And then you see pages. If you don't see that, click see more and you should have that pull up. So click pages. I run all of these pages, so they're going to show up for me. If you don't have any other business pages, there's a chance nothing will show up. That's not a big deal. You just go up here and hit create page. So since you are an independent contractor as a real estate broker, you are your own business and your own brand. I think this is going to be a better choice than picking community or public figure. So you hit get started, and then you start with the name of your page. So I am, it'll pull up some options, but I am going to pick real estate broker. And then you add the category. So when you start typing, it'll come up with some ideas. Real estate agent is probably the one that's going to fit the best. So for the address, I am going to enter our office address. It's 1302 North I Street, Tacoma, Washington, 403. And then if you don't want to put your personal phone number, that's understandable for security reasons. You can use Google to create a Google Voice phone number that will forward to your phone. In this case, I'm going to just use TJ's cell phone number because I have his permission to, but if you are really concerned about safety and you don't want to put your phone number on here, you can just put the office number. It's not a big deal. So then hit continue. It's going to think about it for a minute. So add a profile picture. I would probably just use one of your face, your headshot, but if you for some reason don't want to use your headshot, you can always use just the one logo. And then add a cover photo. So I would try to pick something that correlates with your business page. So either properties that you've sold in the past, a picture of the city or area that you focus on. If you'd like a custom created one, just let me know. So for TJ, I made him one. So let's go in here, find it. He liked number 3 the best. So we'll upload that. And then get online bookings through Facebook. I will do this later. I don't want to do this right now. So I'm going to hit not now. And voila, we have a Facebook business page up and running. So before you get to inviting friends, which is what Facebook is going to really push you to do, I think it's a good idea to fill out as much information as you can. So I'm going to hit add button. And then I want for real estate brokers, book with you is an option, but that's really only a good choice if you have your services all filled out. For right now, I'm just going to hit contact you. And I'm going to hit send message. You can say contact us if you want. That's fine. Call now. I will say millennials are a little bit gun shy when it comes to picking up the phone, so call now does feel like a bit of pressure. I like to keep things as low pressure as I can, so I'm going to hit send message, hit next, and I want this to go to Messenger, so perfect. So we'll hit finish. Okay. And then over here, this is going to be the options that publicly people can see from your page. Up here is going to be more the publishing tools and information that you access on the back end. So I'm going to do edit page info. And then down here you're going to come up with all these options. So a description of the page. I am going to go to TJ's bio and just copy and paste this. So a lot of it didn't come through. So what I'm going to do is just get the gist of it. Perfect. We'll hit Save changes. And then we can come up with other real estate stuff. So categories, I like to pick real estate, real estate service. Looks like we can only look up 3, so those look good. Phone number, perfect. Website, let's grab. Remember, you guys always have your free sync website if you want it to redirect or from a redirect from another site. So for example, we have rogtk.com, but if you go to that, it's going to redirect to turnkey.myrealty1group. You can put this vanity URL in lieu of where it redirects. It's not a big deal. There we go. And then email. And make sure to save changes as you go along. Facebook's pretty bad about clearing stuff out from space to space. So perfect has a street address, and then service area. So service area, you can pick neighborhoods, cities, or regions. I like to start by picking counties. So TJ says that he's willing to work Pierce County, Washington. And then we'll do King County, Washington, Mason County, Washington, Kitsap County, Washington. Let's just call that good, and then we're going to focus on cities instead. So we'll do Tacoma, Washington, Seattle, Washington, Puyallup, Washington, so we'll start with that. Save changes. And then hours is something I have a lot of questions from you guys about. I don't like to hit always open just because essentially you're telling people that anytime, day or night, they can call you and they will get a response. Chances are that's probably not true. You've got your own families and lives to attend to, so let's make the hours more reasonable, and let's do, I don't know, TJ's an early riser, so let's do 8 a.m. And you will have to manually change this on all these bad boys. And then 5 p.m. is a little bit early, so I'm going to do 8 to 9. If someone needs something regarding real estate in more than a 13-hour period a day, don't know if that's anyone you really want as a client anyway. I think establishing these boundaries is really helpful for brokers for the work-life balance, and also if someone contacts you within these hours, there's a really good chance you are going to get back to them right away. If they contact you after these hours, there's already this there's already this boundary letting them know that, you know, you reached out to me at Monday at 10 p.m. I won't be answering, but as of tomorrow at 8 a.m. I will be. So sounds good. And then temporary service changes. This is something sort of newer that's going on with COVID. I'm going to hit no changes because we are essential business. So hit save and press them. We're going to leave price range, put low just because people are more inclined to reach out if they think your services aren't expensive. Privacy policy, we're going to skip over that. So there's a start. And then templates and tabs is the next tab we're going to go to. I'm going to sort of leave this up to TJ. But for example, shop is not something that people are really going to do. So I'm going to turn this one off. Services on, reviews on, offers. Let's turn this one off. We don't really have special offers. Photos, videos, posts, events. Events is good to keep, I think, as well if you're hosting online virtual open houses, or when life goes back to normal, actual open houses. It's nice to have this events area About is good to have, and community is good to have. So let's leave that. Messaging. So general settings, we've got use recurrent turnkey to send messages, sounds good. Starting a messenger conversation. So greet people before they send your page a message. So I am going to turn this on, and I'm going to change what it says. So it's going to say, hi, name. Thanks so much for getting in touch with, and this is just TJ, so I'm going to say, me on Messenger. How can I help you with your real estate needs? Perfect. Message link sounds good. Add messenger to your website. That's something that's new to me, so I will do another video on that because that sounds pretty cool. During a messenger conversation, set up automated responses. So these are something that you could do. I have a few of them set up, so like if someone reviews us, or if we have an away message or something, we have these messages here. So for the away message, I'm gonna schedule that. So timing sent instantly, and that is gonna be, oh god, General Mountain Time. She's an hour ahead of us, so that should be okay. And we're gonna set the times that he's not available as 9, or let's say 9 p.m. to 7:59 a.m. That looks good. And then the message we're gonna say is, thank you for sending me a message. I am currently enjoying all the Pacific Northwest has to offer, but will be back to work in the morning. How can I assist you? Sounds good. So hit save. Instant reply is going to be sending that right away. Questions for potential customers. This is something you guys can set up. So are you interested in buying or selling a house? Are you interested in learning more about the real estate market, etc.? That's where you do that. Page recommended. I always think it's worth turning this one on. So the image, it looks like you have to pull up your own image, so we'll leave that one, that's fine. But I will say hi, and we'll add personalization. So first name of the recipient. Thank you so much for, oh gosh, recommending my page and real estate services. And referrals and reputation are the lifeline of my business. And I appreciate your you sharing your experience. Thank you. Okay, page not recommended. I do not think you should ever have an automatic reply. I get that this sounds really good, but please let us know how we can improve. Suggests that you're open to making a change to what happened. In real estate, there's a lot of spicy situations where people are going to be upset. Unfortunately, you can't really do much about them not recommending you, but you can publicly reply to their bad recommendation, sort of explaining your side of things, obviously empathetically and obviously kindly, but I just don't think the automatic response is a good call. I think it's gonna, people are already mad, it's just gonna aggravate them more, in my opinion. Application received, obviously no one's applying to TJ for work, so we're gonna skip that. Reminders about appointments and follow-up messages. I think reminders for appointments are really helpful, especially after you have services listed when people can book with you. I think follow-up messages is a little bit overkill. So we're good there. So let's go check out the page again. Set up your page for success. So I'll invite all of our other brokers to follow TJ's page. In the meantime, there's a few more little tidying up things I want to do. So for example, if you hit create page at username, so we're going to do TJC32 because that is what TJ's Instagram handle is. I want everything to correlate, so I think that's a good call. So I'll hit create username. Perfect. So now people can just message us at m.me/TJC32 or facebook.me/TJC32. Perfect. Okay. And then I usually tidy up by hiding some of this stuff. Like, people don't really care about this, so you can just say delete from page. I think those things are fine. A lot of times you're trying to trigger people to have conversations with you. So if you have a picture of you that you've updated or information, people love commenting on photos. They're probably not going to be like, oh, he updated his business hours, amazing. But they might be like, oh, looking good, TJ. So just sort of think about what the content you've got out there is. Delete from page. Let's check the about, make sure that looks good. Got all the information correct. Edit start date, so we can say we started founded in the year 2020 in the middle of a literal pandemic. TJ joined us in May. Perfect. And then we've got edit business types, looks good. Cool. Alright, so over here I'll probably stick like a photo of TJ with his family and do his whole bio as his story. I know it seems redundant, but a lot of times, a lot of times people aren't going to take the time to read this all over the place. They're not going to go hunting for it. They just kind of want to see that everything's filled out. So, your real estate goals achieved. Okay. Looks good to me. If I was... So like for Realty One Group Turnkey and Realty One Group Team Tuttle, those are pages that I manage. I could add myself as a team member, and so it would show my profile as being the manager of this page. My personal profile on Facebook is a little bit not professional, so I try to not link it. If you want to keep yourself really private, you don't have to add yourself as a team member. You can just have this page forward facing without that information. Now this page is good to go. It's publicly launched. TJ can start receiving messages through his inbox, which is pretty exciting. That's something that I really like. And then we can also connect his page to Instagram Direct. So I will connect his account after I get his password from him. Notifications are going to be like Robin Rodriguez made changes to T. So you can just click mark as read and clear them. It's not a big deal. Insights. This is something that I think is super important for real estate brokers and part of the whole benefit of having a real estate business page. This is going to show you how many actions people have taken on your page, how many page views, page previews, page likes, post reach, etc. This is a good way of keeping track of what is working and what is not working. It's just over here, so if you go to your page, it's going to be on this top banner under Insights. Publishing tools is going to be where if TJ has a listing or something and we create 5 Instagram slides and we want to turn them into a video, you can go to publishing tools and then hit create post. And then you have a few options here. So if I clicked photo or video, this is where those options that used to be just on your main Facebook feed page have disappeared to. All right, guys, I think that's a pretty good quick overview. I hope that helped. And if, as always, if you need any help, feel free to just reach out to me. I'm here for you and I'm happy to help make this work.